Hello, I am Ravish Kumar. The United States has bombed all 3 of Iran's nuclear plants. Iran state TV channel has said that all 3 nuclear sites had already been evacuated. Because of this, there is no risk of nuclear radiation. The U.S. has dropped bombs, but it is still unclear how much damage Iran's nuclear sites has suffered as a result. Was the attack carried out on empty facilities, or was anything actually destroyed? How many people working at the 3 nuclear plants were killed in this attack? There was no attack on Iran's Bushehr plant, where, according to the head of Russia's nuclear corporation himself, Russian scientists are working. Did the U.S. deliberately avoid those sites where there was a possibility of Russian citizens being present? Still, dropping bombs on 3 separate plants and destroying them is enough to understand what the U.S.'s intentions toward Iran were from the very beginning. It didn't care about what Russia would do or what China would do. Now these 2 countries will have to say what they are going to do. The U.S. dropping bombs on Iran is a very significant event. How will Iran respond to this? What impact will this have on the situation in the Middle East in the coming days? Even though there are claims that the nuclear plant was evacuated, Iran has not denied the U.S. attack. After this attack, the way President Trump spoke about Iran while addressing the U.S. makes it clear that this fight will not end here, nor does it seem like there is any intention to end it here. Trump called Iran the world's #1 supporter of terrorism. He called Iran the bully of the Middle East. He referred to Iran's bombs as makeshift roadside bombs and made it clear that if Iran does not calm down, an even bigger attack will be carried out. Trump's speech shows that he has never been hesitant about attacking Iran. He also knew, or you could say Netanyahu knew, exactly what Trump had to do next and what he would say afterwards. By dropping the bomb, Trump proved that Israel has more influence over America than America itself. Israel runs America. Before dropping the bomb, Trump didn't even feel the need to seek approval from the U.S. Congress. He knew that approval probably wouldn't be granted. He also didn't present any solid evidence to the world before dropping the bomb to prove whether Iran had made a bomb or not. This statement from Trump, who won the election on an anti-war platform, shows that all his speeches against war are just wandering around America dressed up in lies and fantasy. Trump denied his own speeches. He had to deny them too. Israel itself is the American public. Israel itself is America's public opinion, and Israel's decision is America's decision.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan. Everybody has heard those names for years as they built this horrible, destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and to put a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty.
Netanyahu and Trump's speeches have now become almost identical. Trump not only announced the bombing, but also made it clear how he views Iran. Trump said that Iran has been declaring death to America and Israel for the past 40 years, and has been injuring and killing our people with roadside bombs. So is there still any possibility left for a nuclear deal? When America has already bombed the plant, to what extent will it mediate and talk about making a deal with Iran? So talking about a deal doesn't really make any sense. In a way, Iran did the right thing by never trusting America when it came to the deal. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has sent his congratulations to Trump. He said, "Congratulations on your bold decision to bomb Iran's nuclear sites. This powerful show of force by America will change history." Trump's move has paved a new path for peace and prosperity in the Middle East. Netanyahu said that President Trump and I have often talked about bringing peace through strength. First comes strength.
And first of all, congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to address Iran's nuclear facilities with the determination and strength of the United States will change history in Operation Rising Lion. Israel has accomplished truly amazing things, but in terms of action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has truly surpassed everyone. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a turning point in history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond toward a future of prosperity and peace. President Trump has always said, peace through strength, first comes strength, then comes peace. And tonight, President Trump and the United States acted with that principle.
A lot of strength. Netanyahu lavished praise on Trump and said that the friendship and mutual trust between America and Israel is unbreakable. When Russia attacked Ukraine, America gave Ukraine billions of dollars and also provided its weapons, but it never entered the battlefield for Ukraine. How important Israel is to America, or how much influence Israel has in America, can be seen from the fact that, even after supplying military equipment and billions of dollars against Iran, America actually entered the war. ABC has reported that America and Israel conducted a joint exercise a year ago in preparation for the attack on the night of June 21st. Even Trump supporters in America are questioning the attack on Iran. Trump has shifted the policy from America first to Israel first. Journalist Glenn Greenwald showed a screenshot of a tweet by one person. After the attack, President Trump called Israeli journalist Barak Ravid and informed him. According to Glenn, this journalist was part of the Israeli army until 2023, and after that, started working at a CEO's office. Barak wrote in his tweet that Trump said, "We have achieved a great success. Your Israel is now safer than ever before." Memes like this are trending a lot in America, saying that you cast your vote for Trump, elected him as president, but ended up getting Netanyahu as president. There's also a question being raised. Did America bomb Iran to protect Israel or to save Netanyahu? Many people are writing that Netanyahu is the president of America. It's Americans themselves who are saying this. Now, let's talk about Iran. There isn't any concrete information about how much damage Iran actually caused to Haifa. Similarly, there are conflicting claims about how much destruction was inflicted on the nuclear plant. Trump and Netanyahu may be celebrating, but even these claims are being questioned. Even Russia had said that targeting nuclear sites could lead to radiation, but Iran is saying there's no risk of radiation. So did America just drop bombs on an empty nuclear plant? The IA has reported that, including photos, there has been no change in the radiation levels at any of the nuclear sites. In such a situation, questions could be raised about America's claims that it destroyed 3 sites or not. Russia News has posted this video on their handle. We cannot confirm whether this video is from the site of the attack or not. Iran State TV has said that the photos show no significant damage. The entry and exit gates have been damaged. The big question was about the photo itself. It was in this context that the capabilities of American B-2 bombers to target this very site started being discussed, because it was being said about the photo that it wouldn't be easy for America to destroy it. In Iran, only at Fordow has uranium of weapons-grade purity been found. There's another nuclear site, Isfahan, and it's reported that Israel has already attacked it twice before. The United States carried out the 3rd attack. Did Iran just leave everything there so that America or Israel could come and bomb it whenever they felt like it? The 3rd nuclear site is Natanz, and according to a Fox News report, Israel has caused 75% damage there. The United States dropped bombs and wiped it out. Fox reported this, citing its sources. Reports of damage will keep coming. Videos will keep surfacing. Don't trust any video immediately. Iran has one Twitter handle in India. This is the official Twitter account of the Iranian embassy in India. On this account, a statement from Iran's Atomic Energy Organization has been posted, saying that the nuclear sites of Fordow, Natanz, and Isfahan have been attacked, and the United States has claimed responsibility for these attacks. This is a blatant violation of international law. Iran said that the United States has attacked nuclear sites right under the nose of the IAEA. Iran also questioned the role of the IAEA and wrote that it too bears responsibility for this. All 3 nuclear sites have been monitored under the nuclear non-proliferation policy. Iran has also called on the international community to condemn this lawlessness and support Iran. Iran has assured its people that thousands of revolutionaries and dedicated scientists have brought the nuclear program to this point. They have sacrificed their lives. Iran will not allow its programs to stop at any cost. Iran's foreign minister, Saeed Abbas Araghchi, has said that the United States committed a grave crime by attacking the nuclear plant. He said that the impact of this attack will be permanent. Every country in the United Nations should be concerned about this attack. According to the United Nations Charter, Iran will take whatever steps are necessary to protect its sovereignty, its interests, and its people. Attacking a nuclear facility is a risky move. By carrying out this attack, Trump has also taken a major risk. Until now, Netanyahu was the one flouting international laws, and now Trump has joined him. It seems Trump has repaid some old debt. Ned Price, former spokesperson for the U.S. State Department, has said that there is little doubt that the time Trump gave for diplomatic talks was merely to placate Iran. He must have thought that by doing this, he would completely keep Iran unaware of the impending danger. But he lied to the American people, and from our allied countries, it is also clear that there was never any real chance for diplomacy. Now we are all responsible for this outcome. Everyone's eyes are on the Strait of Hormuz. If Iran shuts it down, many countries will face economic devastation. Reports are coming in from Iran that, along with the Strait of Hormuz, the Red Sea will also be closed. Iran has considered this an American attack, so will it also strike American bases in the Middle East, or will it limit its response to just Israel? America had said that if Iran harmed American citizens or attacked American infrastructure in that region, it would retaliate. Trump gave 2 weeks' time for diplomacy. He said that after 2 weeks, something would happen. By going back on all its statements, America launched an attack. The morning after America's attack, Iran showered missiles on Israel's capital, Tel Aviv. Videos showing the damage in Tel Aviv's neighborhoods are going viral on Twitter, and the destruction is clearly visible in them. Israel has said that Iran fired 10 missiles. Major American journalists are reporting live from Tel Aviv. However, the actual extent of the damage in Iran is still unclear. Iran's press TV tweeted an image showing the American flag on Israel's map and questioned whether, in response to the American attack, Iran will strike America's largest military base. The Israeli military has also launched an attack on northwestern Iran. This means that the American bombing achieved nothing. Power did not bring peace. The war between Iran and Israel continues just as it was before. Iran was still meeting with European leaders. It was talking about efforts for a ceasefire through the Gulf countries. But America has shown that it stands with Israel in this war, a war that Netanyahu has wanted to fight for decades. Iran State TV has said that America started it, but we will finish it. Reports are coming out that Iran has said it will target every American military base and American citizens in the Middle East. On State TV, maps of American military bases are also being shown. Trump has also written on social media that if Iran takes any action against America, an even bigger attack will be carried out than tonight. Yemen has said that it is now officially entering the war. Whoever wants to save their ships at sea should do so now. Russia and China have been signaling their support for Iran. The question is, will they go beyond just signaling? There are also reports that Russian missiles are providing security for Iran's nuclear plant. But it's unlikely that Russia and China will step up for Iran in the same way America has for Israel. Trump fulfilled his promise of friendship to Netanyahu. But will Putin and Jinping be able to fulfill their promise of friendship to Iran? Or does such a friendship even exist between Iran and Russia or Iran and China? This will depend on whether a major war breaks out in the Middle East after the American attack or not. Until then, assume that mentions of Russia and China during such attacks are just to fill empty spaces in articles. Arab countries have no role in all of this. Even when Israel attacked Gaza and committed such a large massacre, no one had any role to play. Arab countries will call for peace, They will condemn the attack, but things won't go much further than that. If Iran attacks American bases, then the U.S. bases in Arab countries will be used to launch attacks on Iran. There have been reports about Jordan that it is intercepting Iran's missiles. There have also been reports that American jets and tankers are stationed at Saudi Arabia's Prince Sultan Air Base. So the Arab countries have essentially become rental platforms in this whole matter. American media outlet CBS has reported, citing sources, that the U.S. sent a message to Iran after the attack, stating that its strikes are limited only to Iran's nuclear sites, and that the U.S. does not seek regime change. The Times of Israel has also reported this news. It is written that this is being seen as an attempt to de-escalate the conflict. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has condemned the U.S. bombing of Iran. He said that this could ignite war in a region already sitting on a powder keg, and things could spiral out of control. Guterres has appealed to member states to maintain peace. He has called for adherence to international laws. The question is, under which law did the U.S. carry out the attack? There was no IAEA report stating that Iran had built weapons. There was no report from American intelligence agencies that Iran possessed a bomb. Iran kept denying it. The debate was still ongoing about whether there was any evidence of a bomb or not. The U.S. dropped bombs simply on the possibility that Iran might have one. You can see that instead of logic, it's all about the use of force. It's not a matter of right or wrong. It's about America. It's about Israel. Even several U.S. senators and representatives are questioning President Trump for not seeking Congress's approval before attacking another country. Many representatives have said that this is a violation of the U.S. Constitution. In India, anyone who raises questions at such times is called a traitor. I myself don't know how the millions of BJP supporters and the rest of the public who have been conditioned not to question matters of national security will view this news. Will they even be able to understand that as soon as the news of the attack broke, many members of the U.S. Congress and Senate started talking about impeaching Trump and began condemning the bombing? Congress Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene said that whenever America is on the verge of becoming great, we end up getting involved in some foreign war. If Netanyahu hadn't dropped bombs on Iran, bombs wouldn't be falling on the people of Israel. Israel is a country armed with nuclear weapons. This is not our fight. Representative Nancy Pelosi has said that the president violated the Constitution by launching an attack without Congress's approval. I, along with my colleagues in Congress, am demanding answers from the administration. This operation has put American citizens in danger and increased the chances of war breaking out in the region. There's another representative, Sean Casten, who has also criticized it. He said that the issue isn't whether this attack involved nuclear weapons or not. No American president has ever attacked a country that didn't pose an immediate threat of developing a nuclear bomb, and that too without Congress's approval. This is clearly a crime. Another member of Congress, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, publicly stated that bombing Iran without Congress's approval is a violation of the Constitution. It is a violation of the authority that Congress has regarding war. On this basis, President Trump should be impeached. In India, the lapdog anchors immediately jump in. How dare you criticize? This is a time of national security. How could you question Prime Minister Modi? The people of the Hindi-speaking region should know that the lapdog media stayed silent on many major issues, and when questioned, they instead attacked the public and the opposition. What was the outcome? No one knows to this day. Where are the terrorists who attacked in Pahalgam? Who were they? And before that, most importantly, how did such a major security lapse happen in Pahalgam? Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene has been a supporter of Trump's campaigns. See how confident she is in opposing the war, that even at this moment she is speaking out against it. She is calling out what she believes is wrong. In fact, when Congressmember Ocasio criticized Trump, Taylor Greene retorted that this is your hypocrisy. You voted to fund the Ukraine war. You supported Biden's decision. You have no moral right to oppose the war. Not only that, but there is also a well-known Trump supporter, Steve Bannon. He too has not enthusiastically welcomed the idea of bombing Iran. He said that many supporters of Make America Great Again did not like it. President Trump will have to talk to his supporters. Many of his supporters are pro-Israel, but even then, They do not want war. When we didn't have a choice, why did we get involved in this war? Steve Bannon says he doesn't know how to tell the difference between America's intelligence agency CIA and Israel's intelligence agency Mossad. Both have become one, so on one side Trump is doing whatever he wants. They have come under Israel's pressure. It's visible, and it's being shown as well. That Israel runs America, yet even in that very America, people are openly speaking out at this moment. Senator Bernie Sanders even said, Benjamin Netanyahu is not the president of America. Right after the bombs were dropped on Iran, he released a statement. Can you even imagine? If any Indian MP, any opposition MP, had condemned or questioned like this, what would have happened?
This is a significant and impactful statement from Donald Trump, isn't it? We have successfully and decisively completed a very successful and highly effective attack on the 3 primary nuclear sites, specifically identifying them as Sonoran, Excel, and another crucial location. And I want to tell you something of great importance. Not only is this truly groundbreaking news that I have just heard and received, but it is also a development that has just unfolded, literally in the second a lambing, indicating its very recent and immediate nature. All of you have just heard, but it is so grossly unconstitutional. All of you know that the only entity that can take this country to war is the U.S., Congress, the President. Does the Department of Defense have the right?
A wave of joy has swept through the war supporters in America. Among their lawmakers, there has been a tradition of taking pride in being supporters of Israel. They don't even mind being called agents. Such lawmakers and supporters are showering praise on Trump. Trump had to take this step. He has proven that the deep state is the real America. Whoever has influence over it, the decision is theirs. And not just America, but even European countries act accordingly. That's what they say. America dropped bombs on Iran. They had given 2 weeks' notice. But even then it was being said that bombs could be dropped at any moment. The news related to this is changing rapidly. Some claims may be false. Some claims are turning out to be true. So pay close attention to these events. Timothy Snyder is a prominent professor. He has said that there are 5 things to keep in mind about war. Many of the claims made in the first hour of an attack turn out to be false over time. No matter what anyone says, whoever starts a war is only thinking about domestic politics. The justification for why the war was fought keeps changing over time. What the purpose was, whether it was achieved or not, doesn't really matter. The outcome of a war can be anything. Starting a war is easy, ending it is difficult. There is no such thing as law and order left in the world. The celebration of power is underway. What will the future of the Middle East look like? For that matter, what is its present like? The countries of the Middle East have become a battleground for many nations. They need to consider how long their land will continue to serve the profits of Israeli and American military industries, while these 2 countries keep fooling the public and making their own nations great. It is said that the Third World War will begin from this region. This has always seemed like a possibility. For this to happen, it would be necessary for all the Middle Eastern countries to join Iran in a war against America, or to side with China or Russia. At some point, several countries might face off against each other, and the situation could take the shape of a world war. But for now, that doesn't seem likely. It's best if there is no war. But the war is already happening. It's going on between Iran and Israel, which Israel started, and now America has jumped in too. Will there be a major war in this region? That's what is said every time. If it doesn't happen, that's a good thing. Whether the war is big or small, it's still ongoing. What could be a bigger war than the massacre happening in Gaza right now? Every day, bombs are dropped on the people there and people are killed. On January 21st, thousands upon thousands of people in several European countries marched to stop the ongoing massacre in Gaza. Hello, I am Ravish Kumar.